Hi allesammans, hello everyone, welcome to Learn Norwegian with the NLS Norwegian Language School. Metaphors are powerful tools in language. They help convey complex ideas, emotions, and relationships through vivid imagery, often rooted in familiar concepts. One of the most common sources of metaphor in languages worldwide is the human body. In Norwegian, body metaphors permeate everyday conversation, offering insights into cultural values, social norms, and the Norwegian approach to life. These metaphors aren't just linguistic flourishes, they reveal how Norwegians perceive the world, interact with each other, and express emotions. One of the most commonly used metaphors in Norwegian is ha hodet på rett plass. Ha hodet på rett plass. Ha hodet på rett plass, which translates directly to having your head in the right place. This phrase is used to describe someone who is level-headed, rational, and calm under pressure. If your head is in the right place, it means you're making good decisions, especially when faced with challenges. This metaphor reflects an important aspect of Norwegian culture, the value placed on calmness and rationality. Norwegians, by and large, favor a pragmatic approach to life, especially when it comes to problem solving. The ability to stay calm and collected in stressful situations is admired, and being head in the right place is often seen as the mark of a dependable, trustworthy individual. In a society that values equality and social harmony, the metaphor also reflects the cultural preference for balance and thoughtful behavior over impulsive and emotionally driven reactions. Remaining grounded and thoughtful in decision making is key to maintaining both personal and societal equilibrium. Ha hjertet på rett sted. Ha hjertet på rett sted. Ha hjertet på rett sted is another common expression which translates to having your heart in the right place. This metaphor is used to describe someone who is kind-hearted and well-intentioned, even if they don't always get things right. If someone's heart in the right place, they're acting out of genuine care and concern for others, which is more important than perfection. This metaphor reveals a lot about Norwegian values. While competence and effectiveness are certainly important in Norwegian society, kindness and empathy are equally, if not more, valued. Norwegians have a strong sense of community and collective welfare, and having your heart in the right place means that you're contributing to that communal well being, even if mistakes are made along the way. It's also a reflection of the egalitarian nature of Norwegian society. In a culture that emphasizes fairness, humility, and equality, having good intentions is often seen as more important than standing out or achieving individual success at the expense of others. This focus on kindness and integrity helps to create an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding, which is central to the Norwegian way of life. Ta beina på nakken. Ta beina på nakken. Ta beina på nakken is a colorful Norwegian metaphor that translates literally to take your legs on your neck. This expression is used when someone needs to run away quickly or flee from a situation. It's similar to the English phrase run for your life, though the Norwegian version adds a humorous visual element of someone slinging their legs over their neck as they rush to escape. This expression is used in situations of urgency, whether literal or figurative. For instance, if you're late from a meeting or trying to avoid an uncomfortable conversation, you might take your legs on your neck to get out of the situation as quickly as possible. The metaphor also reflects a broader cultural tendency in Norway toward understatement and humor. Norwegians often downplay dramatic situations with a touch of dry wit, and this expression fits into that tradition. While it's used to describe urgent action, it's often delivered with a knowing smile or a wink, emphasizing the typically understated and pragmatic Norwegian approach to life's challenges. Just like in English, the expression gi noen en kald skulle, 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 or give someone the cold shoulder exists in Norwegian and carries a similar meaning. It's used to describe the act of deliberately ignoring someone or being unfriendly. This metaphor is often used when one person chooses to distance themselves from another, signaling disapproval or annoyance without directly confronting the issue. In Norway, where social harmony and politeness are highly valued, often confrontation is often avoided in favor of more subtle signals. Giving someone the cold shoulder is one way of expressing disapproval without engaging in a direct conflict. It's a passive aggressive way of showing that you're upset. But it's also a way to maintain a sense of civility while communicating your displeasure. This expression ties into the Norwegian emphasis on restraint and indirectness in social interactions. While Norwegians generally value honesty and straightforwardness, there are also a strong cultural preference for avoiding unnecessary conflict. The cold shoulder is a way to navigate the tension by sending a clear message of disapproval without escalating a situation into open hostility. The metaphor stikke hodet i sanden, stikke hodet i sanden, stikke hodet i sanden, stikke hodet i sanden, or sticking your head in the sand is used in Norwegian to describe someone who is avoiding reality or refusing to face a difficult situation. It's similar to the English expression and carries the same connotation of willful ignorance or denial. In Norwegian society, where personal responsibility and accountability are highly valued, this metaphor often carries negative connotations. Norwegians generally believe in confronting problems directly and finding practical solutions rather than ignoring issues and hoping they will go away. This expression also ties into the broader Norwegian cultural value of honesty, both with oneself and with others. Avoiding reality is seen as an avoidance of responsibility, and in a society that values communal well being, such behavior is often frowned upon. By sticking your head in the sand, you're not just failing yourself, you're failing to contribute to the collective efforts of those around you. Ha is i magen, ha is i magen, ha is i magen, ha is i magen. Translates to having ice in your stomach, and is used to describe someone who remains calm and composed in stressful or high pressure situations. It's similar to the English expression keeping a cool head, but the Norwegian version is a bit more vivid, perhaps reflecting the country's cold climate. This metaphor is often used to describe people who can stay calm under pressure, whether in professional situations, personal crises, or even during heated arguments. If you have ice in your stomach, it means you are capable of handling stress without becoming emotional or losing control. The ability to stay calm and composed is highly valued in Norwegian culture, where excessive displays of emotions are often seen as unnecessary and even counterproductive. Remaining level headed and maintaining control, even in difficult circumstances, is seen as a sign of strength and maturity. In a society that prizes practicality and self reliance, those who have ice in their stomachs are respected for their ability to handle whatever life throws at them without losing their cool. The expression få blod på tann, få blod på tann, få blod på tann, få blod på tann, or get blood on the tooth, is used to describe someone who becomes eager or excited after experiencing a small taste of success. It's similar to the English phrase get a taste for something, but the Norwegian version conveys a sense of heightened excitement or motivation. This metaphor is often used in context where someone who has had an initial success and is now even more motivated to continue. For example, if you have completed a difficult project and are now enthusiastic about tackling the next challenge, you might say you got blood on the tooth. This metaphor reflects the Norwegian appreciation for perseverance, and hard work. While Norwegians are generally modest, they also value determination and are willing to push themselves once they experience success. The phrase captures that moment when someone's motivation shifts from cautious efforts to full enthusiasm, driven by the satisfaction of having achieved something meaningful. Ha en finger med i spillet. 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 Or having a finger in the game is used to describe someone who has a role or influence in a situation, often in a subtle and indirect way. This expression is similar to the English phrase having a hand in something, and it suggests that someone is involved behind the scenes, possibly without being immediately visible. In Norwegian culture, where transparency and fairness are highly valued, this metaphor is sometimes used with a hint of suspicion. It can imply that someone is exerting influence in a way that isn't entirely above board, or that they are subtly manipulating a situation to their advantage. However, it can also be used in a more neutral and positive sense, simply to indicate that someone is contributing to a process, even if they're not in the spotlight. This expression speaks to the Norwegian preference for clear, open communication and direct involvement in decision making. While having a finger in the game isn't necessarily negative, it does imply a certain level of discretion, which can be viewed either positively or negatively depending on the context. The expression å være på hæla, å være på hæla, å være på hæla, which translates to being on the heels, describes someone who is struggling to keep up or is falling behind. It is often used in work or sports contexts where someone is overwhelmed or unable to meet the demands placed on them. This metaphor reflects the importance of being prepared or staying ahead of your responsibilities in Norwegian culture. Whether at work or in personal life, being on your heels suggests that you're not in control of the situation and that you need to catch up to avoid falling further behind. Norwegians tend to value preparation, organization, and the ability to stay on top of tasks. So this metaphor carries a slight negative connotation. It implies that you're not meeting expectations or that you're not as in control as you should be. Body metaphors are an essential part of Norwegian language, offering a glimpse into the cultural values and social norms that define Norwegian life. From staying calm under pressure, ha is i magen, ha is i magen, ha is i magen, ha is i magen, to expressing kindness and empathy, ha hjertet på rett sted, ha hjertet på rett sted, ha hjertet på rett sted, ha hjertet på rett sted. These expressions reveal how Norwegians navigate the complexities of life with a combination of humor, pragmatism, and care. Unlock a world of opportunity and connect with a rich cultural heritage by learning Norwegian from zero to hero with the NLS Norwegian Language School. Our immersive courses and expert instructors guide you every step of the way, ensuring you become fluent and confident in the language. Do you want to learn more Norwegian? We are now offering one free Norwegian trial class. Sign up for one free trial class by going to our website nlsnorwegian.no, nlsnorwegian.no,